Hello everyone, welcome back to class 12 mathematics model question paper solution, that is part A, especially from MCQ session. So today I'm going to solve one more model question paper. In the previous videos I already solved 5 model question paper MCQs. So here is the one more in addition to that. So let me go through the questions immediately without wasting much time here. So the question is the question number 1 from MCQ part, so which can help you to score out of 4 in all the 15 MCQs. See, let me go with the first question from the chapter relation and function. Let A is a set containing an order pair A comma B comma C. When the relation R is defined by it containing an order pair A comma A, B comma B, C comma C, A comma B, B comma A, B comma C and C comma B is ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? See here, since the set containing three elements A comma B comma C, and it's all doublets are present, A comma A is present, B, B, C and C comma C all are present. Since all the doublets are present, it is a reflexive. Okay. ಸೊ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿವ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿವ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ನೋಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಟ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿವ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎಟ್ ಆಲ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿವ್, ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎಟ್ ಆಲ್ equivalence relation. So now we have to check whether A or B. Okay na, most of the time transitive relation will help you directly. See here, if you observe this carefully, here my order pair B comma C is there, right? See, suppose if I observe carefully here, since A comma B is there, B comma A is there, A comma A is also present, B comma A is present, again A comma A is also present, again order pair B comma A will be there. So if ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಬ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ದೆನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಚೆಕ್ ವೆದರ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಗುಡ್ ಅಂತ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸಿ, ಇಫ್ ಐ ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ದಿಸ್, C comma B is present, right? C comma B is order pair belongs to my relation R, and starting with B comma A, starting with one more order pair B comma A is belongs to my relation R. So C to B is present, B to A is there, then definitely the third order pair C comma A. C comma A is not present, so ಇದು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎ ಕಮ ಬಿ ಇದೆ, ಬಿ ಕಮ ಎ ಇದೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ಬಿ ಕಮ ಎ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಎ ಕಮ ಬಿ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್, ಬಿ ಕಮ ಸಿ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಸಿ ಕಮ ಬಿ, ಅಂಡ್ ಸಿ ಕಮ ಬಿ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಬಿ ಕಮ ಸಿ ಇದೆ. ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದು ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಆಗೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎಟ್ ಆಲ್ transitive. So I think it is reflexive, symmetric but not transitive. So I will go with the option A, right? So this is one of the model question per question. Instead of ಎನ್ವಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ 1, 2, 3 ಅಂತಾನು ತಗೊಳ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲಿ. We'll go for the second question again from the same chapter. As I told you, the second question is mainly depending upon the concept of functions irutte. See, in the previous question paper also I solved the same question. The question is the number of 1 functions from the set A 1, 2, 3 to itself anta helidane. That is, the function should be defining from set A to A itself, having the number of elements 3 each, alva. Since we know that if let us consider A set containing n number of elements, so the function defining from A to A, both 1 function is simply given by what? N factorial, right? Since the number of element is 3, that is 3 factorial value is 6. So here my answer is option C, that is 6. So let me go with the third one from the chapter inverse trigonometric function. See, as I told you, the third question will be always easy one, direct irutte. So which of the following is the principal branch value of cos inverse of x anta kelidane. So principal branch value of cos inverse of x, as we know, that is close interval 0 to pi irutte, because minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2 close interval, it is the principal branch value of what? Sin inverse of x. 0 to pi is the principal branch value of what? Cot inverse of x. 0 to pi, but except pi by 2 is the principal branch value of what? Sec inverse of x irutte, and 0 to pi is the principal branch value of what? Cos inverse of x. So out of the 6 trigonometric functions nalli ನೀವು ಡೊಮೇನ್ ಅಂಡ್ that of principal branch value ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಗೋ ವಿತ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಒನ್ from the chapter matrices. See, this matrices chapter definitely ಒಂದು applicable question ಕೇಳೇ ಕೇಳಿರ್ತಾನೆ ಅವನು. See, the question is, if A and B are the matrices of a same order, then AB transpose minus BA transpose ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. See, in order to do this, as actually we know the answer for this, but let me solve. Suppose if I put, he is asking about what? Symmetric and skew symmetric alva. So we know that if A is said to be symmetric, then what should be their condition? If A transpose must be is equal to A, and if it is skew symmetric, then it must be what? A transpose is equal to minus of A ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ವಾ. Since the given matrix is here, let me go with this transpose. So ಅದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? See, if I do that, I will get it is A B transpose of transpose minus B A transpose of transpose. Again, if I simplify, it is A B transpose of transpose will be what? B of A transpose minus A transpose of transpose is A. Again, it is B transpose, because if we know that A into B whole transpose can be written as what? B transpose into A transpose alva. So in that way, if I take this, again if I take minus common, again it will be what? AB transpose minus BA transpose. So you will get minus of this matrix alva. So then definitely it will be a skew symmetric ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು. ಇಫ್ ಎ ಅಂಡ್ ಬಿ ಆರ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಅಂದಮೇಲೆ ಎ ಬಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋಸ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಬಿ ಎ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಕ್ಯೂ ಸಿಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಗೋ ವಿತ್ ದ ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೆಂಟ್. ಸಿ ಇಫ್ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ 2x 5 and see this one 2x 5 8x and which is equal to 6 minus 2 7 3, then the value of x ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ. See here, if you need to find the determinant, 2x into x will be what? 2x square minus of 8 into 5 is what? 40, which is equal to 6 into 3, that is 18, minus of 7 into minus 2 is minus 14, minus of minus will be plus. So finally I will get what? That is 2x square. 2x square is equal to 18 plus 14 is what? 32, and this minus of 40 will jump here, that is plus 40. Finally it is equal to 72. 2x square is equal to 72 anta ide, then x square equal to 72 by 2, that is 36. So plus or minus 36 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. See, x square equal to 36, then x equal to plus or minus 6 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, right? So that is equal to plus or minus 6 ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ, so I will go with the option C. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು ಪ್ಲಸ್ 6 ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ either it may be plus or minus, so I will go with the option C, that is plus or minus 6. Please note this point, plus or minus 6. Then the sixth question, again it is a question applicable level irutte. Let me check the question here, please. See, what is the question? Continuity ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಬಲ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ. ಲೆಟ್ ಎಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಮಾಡ್ಯುಲಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ದೆನ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ನಿಯರ್ ಟು ಮೈ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಮಾಡ್ಯುಲಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ವಾಟ್? continuous, but it is discontinuous at x equal to 0, right? So your modulus function is continuous but not at x equal to 0 alva. See, and you know that every continuous functions are sometimes continuous functions are differentiable, but modulus of function ಏನಲ್ಲ ಅದು not differentiable ಇದೆ. You know that modulus of x is continuous but not differentiable ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. Okay, so see here, this sometimes it may be continuous, it may be differentiable or may not be differentiable. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಫ್ ಈಸ್ ಎವ್ರಿವೇರ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯಬಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದು ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಯುಲಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯಬಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಎಫ್ ಈಸ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಂತೂ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇದೆ ಅಂದಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 100% ಔಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ಎಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ. ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಚೆಕ್ ಔಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯುಲಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್. Since modulus of x is what? Continuous function. Cos x is also what? Continuous function. The composition of two function is also what? Continuous. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ continuous ಅಂತ ಎರಡು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. And we know that since the cos of x function is since the cos of x function is not differentiable, so only x equal to 0 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಲ್ವಾ. So when it is possible, then your x value will be what? It is 2n plus 1 times of pi by 2 ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಡೆರಿವೇಟಿವ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಡೆರಿವೇಟಿವ್ ಏನಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯಬಲ್ ಎಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 2n plus 1 pi by 2 ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. Let me go with the seventh one. See, my seventh question is find the derivative of the function f of x equal to sin of x square. ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಈಸಿ ಇದೆ. So differentiation of sin is what? It is cos. So cos of x square into, again differentiation of x square will be what? 2x. So my final answer is 2x into cos of x square. So if you go through the option, I think option C will be the right one. Let me go with the eighth question. See, eighth one is it is from the chapter application of derivatives. The radius of circle is increasing at the rate of 0.7 centimeter per second ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. See, the radius of a circle is increasing ಅಂತ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. The radius of the circle is increasing means at the rate ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ we will get the idea, it is dr by dt, and increasing of its circumference ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, right? It is increase of with its ಸರ್ಕಂಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಸೊ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಕಂಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಿ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 2 pi r. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಟ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಟೈಮ್, ಡಿ ಸಿ ಬೈ ಡಿ ಟಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ವಾಟ್? 2 pi ಇಂಟು ಡಿ ಆರ್ ಬೈ ಡಿ ಟಿ ಅಂತ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಮೈ ಡಿ ಆರ್ ಬೈ ಡಿ ಟಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ಗಿವನ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 0.7. 0.7 into 2 is what? 1.4. So it is 1.4 pi centimeter per second ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. That's it. Okay. Let me go with the ninth question from the chapter integral calculus. So integration ಮೇಲೆ ಇದೆ. See, integration of 10 into x to the power 9, 10 to the power x, log of 10 to the base c, x to the power 10, 10 to the power x ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇದು ರಿಪೀಟೆಡ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸಿ if you observe this carefully, this denominator part is definitely substitution method ನಲ್ಲಿ t ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ x to the power 10 plus 10x, if I put t, differentiate it, it will be 10 into x to the power 9 plus 10 to the power x is nothing but 10 to the power x into log of 10. differentiate ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. So if you observe this, definitely this goes in the format of what? Integration of 1 by t into dt ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Integration of 1 by t is nothing but log of t. So here if you replace the t value here, it will be log of 10x plus x to the power 10 plus c ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಲಾಗ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನೀವು ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಲಾಗ್ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದ 3 ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ರಾಂಗ್ and the D will be the right answer. Let me go with the 10th one. See, 10th one is integration of 1 to the power root 3, 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus x square ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, right? See here, we know that integration of 1 divided by 1 plus x square is what? Tan inverse of x ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. So since here we have to apply the limits, that is 1 and root 3, it is 1 to root 3. I will do it as what? Upper limit minus lower limit. So tan of root 3 minus tan 1 ಇದೆ. So tan of root 3 is nothing but what? It is 60 degree, right? That is pi by 3 minus tan of 1 is what? 45 degree, that is pi by 4. So pi by 6. If you do the things here, it is 4 pi minus 3 pi divided by 12. That is, it is simply divided by what? Pi by 12. So option D will be the right answer. If you go and take the LCM, you will get the answer here. Let me go to the one more 11th question from the chapter vector algebra. Here it is. If A is, see, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕ್ಲೀನಾಗಿ ನೋಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೀವು. ಇಫ್ A is a non-zero vector of a magnitude A ಅಂತ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ if A is a non-zero vector of a magnitude A is nothing but what? So magnitude of that A value is what? A, right? Next, and lambda is a non-scalar and lambda times of A vector is a unit vector ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. Unit vector is nothing but what? Its magnitude is always equal to what? 1 ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. So magnitude of lambda times of A is what? 1. If I split this, it is modulus of lambda times into modulus of A, that is magnitude of A equal to 1. and magnitude of A is already given, that is A. It is 1 divided by magnitude of lambda agutte. So without a doubt option D will be the right answer. We'll go ahead with the next question, that is 12th one. See, the 12th one is on again from the vector algebra. Simple question is the projection ಬಗ್ಗೆ. Sometimes it is unit vector ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, sometimes projections ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, sometimes angles ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. So you need to practice all the kind of 1 marks questions in order to click with the MCQs. So projection of the vector I minus j on I plus j anta ide. So normally we know that the projection of, suppose if you take this as A vector and if it has B vector, the projection of A on B is given by what? A dot B divided by magnitude of B ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆನ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವುದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. A dot B is nothing but their dot product ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ I minus J dot I plus A is nothing but what here? 1 into 1 will be what? 1. And minus into plus is minus, again 1 into 1 is again 1 divided by magnitude of B, that is root 2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 divided by anything is definitely is what? 0 ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ without a doubt you can, without simplification you can go with the option A, that is 0. See here the dot product of I minus J on the vector I plus J, dot product definitely will become what? 0. So you can go through that. And the 13th one, if I go means the equation. See, most of the students commit a mistake that the equation of x-axis in space anta keltidane alva. So in a space, whenever, suppose if we ask it for x-axis, remaining axis you need to consider, that is y equal to 0 and z equal to 0. So direct question ide idu. So option D will be the answer. Suppose if we ask about y-axis, suppose if we ask about the y-axis, definitely it is x equal to 0 and z equal to 0. If it is about z-axis, then the answer is it is x equal to 0 and y equal to 0. So you need to be careful about this. And the 14th question is from the chapter LPP, the corner points of the feasible region determined by the system of constraints 0, 3, 1, 1, 3, 0 and z is given objective function. They are asking that condition on P and Q anta kelidane and minimum of z occurs is at 3, 0 and 1, 1 anta ide. In already previous year question paper, I have already solved this kind of question, but in there we have got with the maximum, but here it is minimum anta ide. That minimum of z is occurred at 2 points, 3, 0 and 1, 1 ide alva. Just you put all these 2 points in the given function in place of x and y, so and make it equate alva. Suppose if I put 3, 0 here, 3, 0, what happens? Then the z minimum is 3 into p is 3p, and that is 0 into y is 0 into q is 0. So I will get 3p, which is equal to the minimum at this point, that is 1 times of p plus 1 times of q, that is p plus q agutte. Suppose if you put x place 1 and y place 1, it is 1 into p is p and 1 into q is q, so it is p plus q. And here plus p shifted, here it is minus p, it will get 2p is equal to q, right? 2p is equal to q. Suppose if you check here, there is no 2p is equal to q option is present. So but p equal to 2q anta ide, so mistake ಮಾಡುವಂತ chances ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Instead of that, I can rewrite this as p is equal to q divided by 2 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಲ್ವಾ. So I think here option B will be the right one. Next we'll go to the 15th one, that is if A and B are independent events with P of A, P of B and P of A and not B ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. See, independent events we can check here. See, I can solve this. If P of A and not B is nothing but, I can write it as P of A and is nothing but intersection, not B is nothing but what? Dash. Since the A and B are independent functions, then A intersection B dash is also what? Independent irodrinda. So directly we can go through this as P of A into P of B dash. Again P of A into P of B dash can be written as what? 1 minus P of B alva. So since P of A is what? It is 0.3 into 1 minus 4. 1 minus 0.4 is nothing but what? 1 minus 0.4 is nothing but 0.6. Again 6 into 3 is what? 18. So it is 0.18 agutte. 0.18. So option A will be the right answer. So these are the model question papers so far I have solved. Go through this video again and make the things better and perfect and practice for your annual, and we'll meet you in the again one more video session.